Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Vapid Flash GT in Grand Theft Auto Online. I've customized this car before. I'm not 100% sure the last time that I customized it. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of like a Ford Focus RS, sort of rally car, gymkhana car, Ken Block sort of thing. Anyway, let's hop in, start customizing. Alright boys, so starting off with the armor, we're going to go all the way up on that. For the brakes, all the way up as well. Shocker, I know. Engine as well, all the way up, go figure. For the exhaust, we have 5 options. We got the twin exit exhausts, big bore exhaust, one single big bore, okay, interesting. Side exits with chrome, or side exits with carbon. Honestly, I feel like the stock exhaust kind of looks the best. I think we're just going to keep the stock one. For the front bumper, we have the primary paint race splitter, secondary paint race splitter, carbon race, the primary paint track splitter, secondary, and carbon as well. Yeah, let's go for the carbon track splitter. I feel like it looks a little bit better. For the hood, we got the stock carbon hood, classic sport hood, classic carbon hood, race hood, or the carbon race hood. Honestly, I feel like the stock hood just looks way more aggressive. I'm just going to keep the stock hood. For the lights, we're going to go xenon, of course. For the livery, we have a few options here. We can go for classic stripes, classic race flags. Okay, interesting. Classic flags with stripes. Okay. Zero RC4, Saltawa, Pisswasser RC2, Globe Oil 7, GNB 41, Junk 21, Rum Racing 11, or none. I feel like the racing stripes are kind of nice on this thing, but at the same time I almost want to just keep it with nothing on it. I feel like it's just kind of cleaner. We're gonna go with nothing. For the plate, yellow and black. For the respray, I think it's pretty obvious we kind of have to go for a blue on this thing. And the blue that we are going to take, I think is going to have to be probably racing blue. Racing blue looks really good. Or mariner. Let's see. Saxon blue too looks good. Let's go for mariner blue. I feel like that's a really clean color for this thing. For the secondary as well, I think we will go with mariner. Yeah, we're going to keep it mariner. That's for sure. Next up, we get the trim color. It only does the roll cage. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe a little bit of an ultra blue just to add a little bit more flair to the car. Why not? For the roof, we can do a scoop with the V1 flag for the livery RQD. Okay, I guess that only affects certain liveries. The secondary paint V1 scoop, the carbon scoop, scoop V2 flag. Okay, that one sticks out a little bit over the window. That's kind of cool. Secondary paint V2 roof scoop or the carbon. I like the primary roof scoop. I just don't know if I want to go for the carbon or not. We will, just to break up the color a little bit. I feel like it's not a terrible look, honestly. For the sun strips, we can do Vapid Racing, Chappelle, or Globe Oil. We'll go with Vapid Racing just to match up with the spoiler. For the skirts, we can do a primary paint subtle skirt, secondary paint subtle, carbon subtle, primary paint race skirt, secondary, and carbon as well. We'll go for the carbon on that too, just, why not? For the spoiler, we can go for none. We can go for the livery stock wing, carbon stock wing, secondary paint street wing. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. Livery street wing, carbon street wing, secondary paint track wing. Okay, livery track wing, or the carbon track wing. Man, it's gonna have to be the carbon street wing. I feel like we're gonna actually go ahead and remove the sun strip as well, just because I feel like it doesn't really work, honestly. So get rid of that. For the suspension on this thing, we're gonna slam this thing all the way down. Transmission all the way up. Turbo as well. The wheels, I feel like we're gonna have to go with something carbon on this just to match up with some of the other details we have on this car. Probably gonna have to be the solars, I think. The solars look really good with this thing in my opinion. We're gonna go for that. For the wheel color, we could go for black. We could also see if we can match up a blue here. Fluorescent blue looks pretty good. Let's go for fluorescent blue, why not? Tires, we're going to bulletproof these. The tire design, we could add one. No, I'm not a huge fan of it. The windows, can tint those all the way out, or we could leave them kind of open. I feel like it looks better with the tinted windows. Let's go for the tinted windows, why not? Alright, that's it boys. Let's take this thing down to the ground where you're going to do a sound test and a review. Alright, let's take a listen here boys. This thing, honestly, I feel like it's got some weird sound to it that makes me think that it sounds like really, really good. I'm a fan of how it sounds. Off the line, this thing is all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. Let's actually test that right now. It is all-wheel drive. The front wheels are having some trouble spinning, but they are spinning on their own, so it is all-wheel drive for sure. That's cool. Alright, let's see how this thing actually performs. It's got like a really cool, like, I want to say like a turbo noise or something like that. It sounds crazy. It's got some nice backfires. It's got a good sound when you let off the gas, which is cool. Always appreciate that. I'm a big fan of the sounds that cars make, especially if it's something unique with GTA, like... Wonderful. But like I was saying, if the car has a unique sound in GTA, I'm almost always a fan of it. So this thing does sort of just have like a unique sound to it. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I think it's a turbo sound that I hear. This sounds really cool. You can sort of hear it spooling up as I accelerate. It's that really high-pitched sound. That's really cool. So far, guys, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. The acceleration is decent. Let's test out the handling right now. Oh, man. I don't want to talk to you right now, Captain. Sorry. Man, this thing, yeah, it handles nicely, I have to say. It feels really light, which is definitely not a bad thing. That is a good thing by all means. It just handles these corners like nothing. It's just, wow. Like, I'm going full throttle here, and like, it's not having any issues, so that's impressive. The car is a little tiny bit twitchy and jittery, which I personally don't mind. It's sort of like a race car, in my opinion. It's obviously like a, you know, racing hatchback sort of thing. Like I said, it's supposed to be like a Ford Focus RS. It feels, you know, how I would imagine a racing hatchback car would feel. This thing is impressive, guys. I'm honestly quite a big fan of this thing. I remember I used to actually hate this car because I was just underwhelmed with it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think it might be because you can't take the roll cage out of it. I'm pretty sure that was the thing that I didn't like about it before, at least. But now, honestly, I'm looking past the roll cage, and this thing is a good car. It really, really is. It is on the expensive side. It is $1.6 million, I believe, which is a lot of money, especially for a hatchback. I'm not actually sure what class this thing is. I don't know if it's a hatchback or what. I'll put that information on the video right now and let you guys know what class it actually is. But if it is a hatchback, it is a very expensive hatchback, that's for sure. I can't really see it being a sports car. If it is, it's definitely not one of the best sports cars if it is one. But for what it is, I do like it. You know, it's all-wheel drive. It could be a really good rally car, I feel like, if you wanted to build it that way. Obviously, I built mine sort of for the street, you know, being that I've lowered it and everything. I could definitely see it being a good rally car, though, for sure. Anyway, guys, if you guys are interested in this car, I would say I recommend it. If you know, are not super into hatchbacks or, you know, cars that just don't perform, like, super well, then I'd probably say, you know, save your money. Don't buy this thing. But if you're looking at this thing, I'd recommend buying it. Like, if you're planning on buying this thing already, I'd say go ahead and pull the trigger. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for the customization and the review today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.